they're looking to take away certain things, and it's understandable given the success that we've had during the course of the season and with certain actions. At the same time, we're capable and ready to attack in a different way if that's what the situation calls for. But that's normal playoff preparation, and certainly we'll see a lot of it. Was home and away, not exactly back-to-back, but close. Not at all. We were in a different phase and in a different. We had different ideas during that period of time. We had already qualified in the second place, and had already won the division. The division, and we were resting guys and trying to think physically how we could come best prepared for the beginning of the playoffs. So no. We didn't approach the preparation for those two games in the same way that we have these, no. If that's what answers your question. Well, I don't know. I mean, I know that KYRIE has the ability to be a prolific scorer. Everyone's seen that. We didn't come into the series with a game plan of him leading us in scoring. We need him to do the things that he does on the court to make us successful and that have made us successful during the course of the season. I think and I believe that what's in his mind and what's in all of our minds is that he helps lead us to team achievements, and whether him scoring 20 or 25 or 30 is part of that is less significant. But certainly he's a big part of our offense because he has the capability to do things, and we ask him to, and we put him in the situations to. It's just not, it's not our whole game plan. Absolutely, absolutely. Great shooter, and he needs to shoot his shots, and he needs to be aggressive and confident, and that's the clear message.
David, Brad Stevens is pretty young. What's impressed you the most out of him being young overall and young in the league?
Well, I think Brad was an excellent coach coming into the league. And he's through his second season now, so obviously he's experienced many things and learned many things, and he's an excellent basketball coach. He's got a great basketball mind. He's got his team playing very, very well and very, very hard. I don't think you can ask a whole lot more from a basketball coach than that. And we've talked about it too, as still learning. It's it's a very complex challenge coaching in the NBA, and you learn every day.
David, is there any tweaks that you can make to your bench that can help give you some more production when you got the first two games?
Well, we've gone through different periods of time as far as bench scoring. We struggled early, and then we changed lineups, and of course we changed personnel. And at other times during the season, we've gotten really good scoring from the bench. I'm really more interested in the outcome, the final score, than I am in who scores the points, and whether they're coming from the bench or from the forwards or from the guards or anything else. You know, I really think it's important that everybody's engaged and that everyone's involved. But I just think it's more important that we finish the game with more points than the other guy. You know, and our bench is fine. You know, they contribute in many ways to this team. Sometimes it's in scoring, and other times, and many of the times, it's in other ways.
David, being a Boston guy, does it make this series any more special? Particularly being your playoff debut?
I get a lot more ticket requests. Well, you know, it's great to be, after many, many, many years, you know, it's great to be back in the home area. But, you know, we're in playoff basketball, and I'm not thinking too much about you know, my childhood or anything else. I'm trying to think about what the Cavaliers are going to do in these playoffs.
Along those same lines, is this a lot different for you coming back from this situation than you came back into the season?
No, not really. Not really. It's actually easier because I've already done it. You know, I've already made my return to the to the home environs, and now it's, you know, feels just feels natural. It's great to be here, though. It's a great city.
Defensively, do you think the first two games you like to where you want to be?
At times, and you know, overall we've done a pretty good job. Can we do better? Sure. Yeah, and I think offensively we can do much better, and we're going to need to. But you know, Boston is a tough team to play against, and they challenge you. They challenge you at that end, no question.
With LeBron, Love, and Irving, how do you determine how much you want to play all three of those guys together? How much you're willing to play two in what combinations? When you're willing to play one or none of those guys?
Well, you know, we want to keep those guys on the floor as much as we can and as much as we can together. This period of the season, you're thinking a little bit less about minutes and a little bit more about, you know, what your most successful lineups are going to be. You have a chance to rest between games. I thought we did a pretty good job this year mixing the minutes and keeping guys relatively fresh and healthy for the playoff run. So they're all ready to go. You know, we don't have to worry too much about that.
Is it important to have all three on the floor together, even if that means sometimes on one or zero?
Well, naturally. I mean, you want to have your main guys, your best guys on the floor as much as you can. You know, we're gonna make sure that they get their chances, and at the same time, you know, we'll look for the opportunities that we can to give them a few minutes here and there. One of the advantages to the playoffs is the timeouts are longer. Seems like the breaks are even more frequent, and you know, that's time that guys are resting too. So that helps a little bit. When I was a kid, not that many times. I'll tell you the truth, I don't think it's that interesting, but you know, my life as a kid was listening to Johnny Most broadcasts with the, you'll know, but not everybody knows, with a transistor radio stuck up against my ear. That's why I got cauliflower in my ear. And listening to the Celtics broadcasts. And then there was a few televised games as it went along. Not that many, if you remember. So that was I was in the Garden a few times, not that many, to be honest with you. It's a long trip from Framingham, you know. I wasn't right around the corner. And I've had actually met Johnny Most and Tommy Heinsohn too. I played in a basketball league that their kids were playing in, and I had a chance to meet them both when I was a young player.
They really play very differently between their starters and the bench. How much of a challenge is that? How much do you have to change your defense specifically when Isaiah's
Well, you know, certainly Isaiah is a different kind of player, and a really hard guard, hard guy to guard, hard guy to get your hands around. And he creates difficulty for any defense that he faces. You know, and that's what preparation's all about, and that's what lineups are about, and you know, and that's what focus is about at this stage. But you know, a guy like that, he's gonna score. You just hope that it's not the kind of scoring that just